Welcome back to the channel.
What's going on? What's going on? Hey, this right here is Sean Taylor.
And I'm Brittany Taylor.
And this is where it takes two
to Taylor.
All right. So we had a few questions that was on our YouTube channel, and we want to kind of go over some of those. Some of the questions we saw was like a lot of love-based questions and a lot of relationship-based questions. Like, were you looking for love? What kept hope for finding love alive? Or were you looking for a partner, and how we met? So I guess we can go ahead and start with the first one. Is when we was separate, we weren't together, were we looking for love?
Me personally, I was not looking for love, and I could say I was not looking for love due to my previous relationship with my son's father. It wasn't the best relationship, and it didn't work out. So once things went left with me and him, I was fully focused on Brittany. I was focused on Brittany, and I was focused on Brittany's responsibilities and Brittany's child. So, meaning I was working on my undergrad, I was a full-time single mom, I was a full-time student, as well as I was working full-time, and I was running a household all by myself. So I was fully focused on Brittany, her baby, and what the future holds for me and him.
As for me, well, I'm always looking for love. No, I was playing. No, so me personally, I wasn't exactly looking for love in general. I was more that I'm the guy. So, as a guy, you have to be the one to go out there and talk to someone. Especially back in 2019, like 1990s. Like, ain't no woman walking up to you asking you, so what you about to do? You know what I'm saying? It's more like the guy is looking. So I guess I can say, technically, I was looking, because I had no choice but to be the one to walk up and have those relationship conversations. But I wasn't, I would say, in the zone to be trying to just jump into a relationship. I had a lot of things going on personally, and I was trying to figure out myself and see why in the relationship I was in prior weren't quite working, and see if there's anything that I need to work on myself in general before I bring it over to someone else. So, what kept hope for finding love alive? That's a good question.
It's a great question, because I wouldn't have never even thought of asking nothing like that. Keep the questions coming, guys, because we are definitely open to answering them, but it also gets our mind thinking and wondering as well.
I would say what kept hope for finding love alive for me. So I've always been, I guess, a romance kind of guy. So I've always looked to strive to find a partner for myself. I've always saw myself as a husband, so I never saw myself as always being single. Not to say that I'm like, I can't be by myself. No, just my wife would tell you, I can go play the game by myself all day. But what I mean by that is that whenever I was in a situation where I had an unsuccessful relationship or something happened, I was discouraged. I ain't gonna say I wasn't discouraged, but I tried not to take any prior issues or problems with my last relationship and bring it to my new relationship. So every single person I dated, I always explain to them who I am, explain to the things that I do, and I always tell everybody that I'm always a compromising person. Now, you come to me and say, Sean, you can't play the game ever again. I'm like, well, telling me to go ahead and pack my bags and I'm gonna go ahead and roll out of here. But I'm a huge gamer. There's one thing I would say is that I will actually stop my game. I will stop that and go help out either with trash, I'll help out with dishes, help clean the house. Gaming wasn't always like my full focus. Like, I enjoy playing games, but it's not my full focus. And even like I said again about I had relationships that was discouraging, I never took those issues and problems and took it to my next relationship. So let's say if I had a relationship with infidelity, I'm not about to go to the next person and be all through their phone, because what it does, it brings up issues and problems that person doesn't even have no recollection or haven't added anything to that problem.
I completely agree. For me, I don't know. It's a really good question. I don't know.
You just like hope. I'm gonna find love. I'm a woman. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come regardless. I'm
not gonna say that, but I'm just gonna say, for me, I've always been goal driven, and I knew what I was looking for in a significant other. So after dealing with what I dealt with in my past, it was just more or less I needed to make better decisions and know what to put up with and what not to put up with. So basically, not settling for less, and making sure that my significant other and my partner understood my worth. Like, I'm a full-fledged woman. Like, I wasn't coming in with baggage. I wasn't coming in. Stop. I wasn't coming in to basically be that needy woman that had a baby or, anything like that. So it was just like making sure that my next partner understood my worth, as well as knowing my own worth and knowing what to put up with and what not to put up with.
Don't worry, baby. You a 10 out of 10. You amazing. You're great.
You're
amazing.
Childish.
You are the light of my world, honey. Well, what they say, you are immaculate.
You are so childish, y'all. My husband is a complete character. If anybody knows him, he's a character. Next question.
What were you looking for in a partner? What was I looking for in a partner? My wife would say this all the time, because when I first met her, is she gonna be like, excuse me? I said, when she was like, what are you looking for a woman? I said, one with common sense. Now, I say that.
He said that. I was like, what? Like, excuse me? Like, you would think, but when he explained it, and we'll get into that, but when he explained it, I was just like, okay, I can get what you specifically mean, because it was based off of some things he had dealt with in his past. But I was like, common sense, like, you a human being, you got common sense. But
y'all know for a fact that you talking to someone and they have it'd be like your mindset will be totally different from this other person's mindset. So let's say you sitting there, you thinking, okay, let's say for example that the electric bill's due. And it's my wife's, let's say if I pay the mortgage, she paying electric bill, and she decides, I'm not gonna pay an electric bill, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a purse. I gotta look at her and be like, so we're going to not have food in our fridge and not have no milk or nothing to eat, but we're gonna have this purse. Why would we go with this purse? Things like that. That's where you have to sit down and be like, okay, or they make like outrageous purchases that you gotta stop and be like, this is a family household money. We got to ask the questions on why did we decide to go buy a limo when the mortgage is due? I don't understand. Like, help me understand. Things like that. Like common sense things that you don't have to worry about. That's what I mean.
So for me, and he is getting ready to go there, so y'all prepare. For me, I was looking for, and I know it's going to probably sound bad, but I was looking for somebody who did not have kids. And yes, I came into the relationship with one child. But I'm going to say, I say that because of what I dealt with in my past. It was easier to be with somebody who did not have children. So
she wasn't trying to fight no baby mamas. That's what it was. Let's change on that. She wasn't trying to fight no baby mamas. She was looking like, what can I do? And who can I date so I ain't got to worry about I got to go and throw a shoe at this lady who's trying to mess with my man. That's what it was.
It's not that. I think it just, and I'm open to loving and caring for children and stuff, but it just, based off of my past, it was just easier for me to be with someone who did not have children. I also was looking for someone who was genuine, who had that love, that maturity, that stability, because anyone that I was going to be with was going to be in my son's life. So that person needed to have those things. He needed to be mature. He needed to be responsible. He needed to be a good role model for my child. So that was things that I was looking for in a man or a potential partner who is now my husband.
And y'all, she said yes twice. So y'all see how I act? She said yes twice. So don't pay her no attention.
I did. I said yes twice.
Now, I said the last question on here is how do we meet? I think we'll do a separate video for that one so we can go more in detail with that. But one thing I will say just for this video in general is when you're out there looking for love, just always keep in mind, find things that you want to deal with, things that you don't want to deal with. You always got to make sure you set yourself boundaries. Because you never set yourself boundaries, you can always set yourself up for okie doke. And when I say set boundaries, I'm not saying have like a long list of 1,000 things that they gotta be this, and you in general only got 1, 2 of your own list. What I mean by that is make sure that when you're looking for love, always be realistic, always be open, and always communicate. If you see any red flags, you see things that isn't quite right from the beginning, know yourself and ask yourself that's something that you want to deal with for a long period of time. Because if you allow yourself to deal with a situation or a problem at the beginning, it's only going to get worse as it goes through. It don't matter if this person's always cheating every time you with them, but it's okay. We get married to be better. No, they're still going to cheat when you get married. It's all about knowing what you want to deal with and what you don't want to deal with. Let that be that you with a man, a woman, or anything else. Just make sure that you just choose wisely and choose what's best for yourself. Okay? Just always keep that in mind. Just choose what's best for yourself.
And I say communication is a huge part of any relationship, including a marriage, which is a union. Because if you don't have that communication, you don't have anything. You have to be able to have that communication, be open with your partner, and always just ask those questions. Something that we have really big in our marriage is there anything that I can work on? Is there anything I can do better? To make sure that you are having that open communication, but also allowing your spouse that opportunity to give you those things that you potentially need to work on or change.
Yes, because when I tell you, when communication is not always going to be a good communication, that's one thing I tell everybody. When you communicate, it's not always going to be a good feedback. Sometimes it might be critical feedback. Because like I said, there be some things that I need to work on better. It could be like, let's say my wife prefers that, hey, Sean, look, I'm already cleaning stuff up. I need you to take care of the bathroom. That's something that's feedback. That's something that I need to work on. That's something that I need to help on clean the bathroom. Or let's say she says, hey, when I work Monday through Friday, on Tuesday and Wednesday, you don't be helping out with the kitchen stuff. I need you to help out with the kitchen. Or Sean, I need you to be I don't know. Let's say she's like, when you last night when you was doing so and so, I need you to go in clockwise, not reverse clockwise. Communication like that. I mean, like I need you to make sure you're doing it right, not this way. It's just like it says, communication. Sometimes it's critical communication that take it in. It's never going to be a personal thing. It's always about just what can make the relationship better. That's all it is.
Yes. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate everybody who has already subscribed and tuned into any of our videos or our shorts that we have created. Don't hesitate to go over to our YouTube page, It Takes Two to Taylor. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if y'all got any questions or anything that y'all want to know about us or know about relationships or love, even finances or anything like that, we're open book. We're looking to potentially give out some of our knowledge and wisdom that we have learned over the years to those that is looking to gain it. So thank you so much. We love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
All right, be safe.